What are we working on today? Let's see. We're obviously doing some burner designing. That's a given. I don't remember exactly where we left off. I think we were in the middle of setting up some kind of train train network. Let's see. We still need to filter out the outpost. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was finishing the original few building outposts. If we go down here. Okay. We're working work. That sort of that kind of sort of works. Exactly. Something like that. Let me guess. I didn't update my title. I feel like I didn't update my title. I don't know. Maybe I did. Anyway, we were working on making a little bit more flexibility for the original outpost. So our starter ones that get us the resources to build our base, I kind of have exactly the amount of iron I need being mined with like no surplus, which isn't great. So we did fix that. So now it can have up to 348 drills. Heat. Is it warm? I mean, it is. If you're talking about like outside, it's pretty awful. You're talking about or burner stuff. I guess burner stuffs probably do produce a lot of heat, huh? Okay, so we have. Let's see. We used to have 300, right? 300 times 0.25. So that's 5 lanes. But then by this point, we would have. Okay, so we get 6 lanes of resources immediately before we have any purple science. So 75 times 1.3 will give us about 6.5. By the time we get the max upgrades, that is 75 times 1.5. That gives us almost 4 belts. However, that's pretty late. So we have added some extra drills onto the side. So this will do 2 things. It will make it work a little bit better if the patches aren't great, which is important. And then, will that work? Yeah. It'll also make it that we can get a steady like 4 later. So if the patches aren't great, we can get the full mount, and if we actually need the full like 4 red belts, we can get that. You did mean outside, and no wind, just stale heat, and even yeah, that sounds about right. It's very very similar here too right now, and it's not great. Would definitely not recommend. Okay, so this doesn't need to be on logic. This doesn't need to be on logic. I just realized these are weirdly staggered, which is fine. Just surprising. And then this doesn't need to be on logic. Solution, move to Brazil or Australia. How would that solve it? I guess that would solve the humidity. I feel like it's just going to be hotter. It's just going to be less humid. That still doesn't sound ideal. Okay, so these are set to greater than 0. Okay. This is a full belt, and it will always be a full. Okay, so we'll do greater than 7. That should work. And then no, it's went through there now. Oh, okay, right. Forgot about hemisphere stuff. Is it actually like cool in the winter, or is it just less hot? Because I always picture it's still like terribly hot, just not nearly as bad. Okay, and then I think I decided I can just do a 50-50 split. Okay, not cool, just less hot. That's fair. I don't think we need this. Yeah, we're gonna do all one way, I think. That makes it so much simpler. Why are there no sounds? Oh, there are sounds. Oh, it's probably because I was in map mode. Map mode. I'm in map mode a lot. Okay. So now we need to supplement. I don't remember exactly how we did it. Well, I feel like this should be mirrorable. Is it not? Does this not mirror? That's kind of problematic if it does. And I guess we'll roll with it. Maybe it's just the first slot that's gonna be odd. We might be okay. Okay, that can go under. Okay, yeah, it's literally just the first one that's problematic. That doesn't need to be a yellow belt. Okay, and then we can side load. Can we side? No, we can't side load there. That kind of ruins it. Okay, so all we have to do is figure out how to side load onto this section, and then we're good. So it's possible that the solution to that is just going to be doing it a little bit wonky, like doing the splitter early probably would work. So we could go through here, basically, and then a splitter, which, let's see, this is on the inside. Okay, that works. And now we go under. Yeah. Okay, that seems fine. Let's see, this goes through. Okay. I think I see a cleaner path too. Yeah, okay, there we go. That's not bad at all. Okay. So that seems good. These can unload, I'm pretty sure. Awesome. It's about 15 to 10 degrees centigrade, but in Fahrenheit. Oh, you mean that much less hot. I was like, if it's 10 to 15 Celsius, that's real cool. That sounds real nice. Although, and if not, if you mean that's just less hot, I feel like you can't be warm anywhere. Although I feel like my mom's like that. 60 is too warm for her some days. It's brutal when I lived there. Definitely would not recommend. Okay, I think this is all right. Yeah, so this is the building train that stops here. This can be mining outpost. And then do I want a train limit? Probably, right? I doubt it matters. And then this can be building train. No, this will be mining outpost. Building. There we go. Mining outpost. Or there we go. Perth is 14 degrees right now, so oh my gosh, that sounds fantastic. Okay. That sounds real nice. No, I'd be totally okay with this. And then we need to fix this side too. Oh yeah, so right now, if anyone's wondering, what we're working on is, this is getting us a dedicated fuel inserter for the train. So all that does is make it that the odds of them bricking inserters are a lot lower. So now it's realistically only going to brick one inserter maybe, plus this one that can't move, rather than bricking up to 5, which was apparently a pretty common occurrence. So we really need to remove that. Okay, and then we can output from there, and this connects through there. Actually, let's do this. Greater than 7. We should just, if we copy this, without the track, ideally. This should make it a lot easier, so that way we don't have any issues with the logic. So yeah, really cool. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Although if that's their like spring, if that's their like winter weather, I imagine the summer months are a little bit, might be a little bit too warm for me, but I guess you can't have everything. Okay, oh wait, this isn't set up right. Read, hold, okay. Then this is also set to that, awesome. Okay, and then I really think, actually wait, this doesn't need a prio. Never mind. And then this one's just for logic, so it doesn't actually matter what we do here. It's the end of the winter. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I don't really know when the middle of summer is. For us, it's like early August is like when it's the warmest and most miserable. Because it's, yeah, it's a terrible, terrible state. Okay, so this is all right. We have a train limit. I think it's not strictly necessary because we don't have that many trains. But actually, you know what? Let's just not. Let's not bother. I don't know. I don't think it will necessarily hurt, but it also won't really help much. So I don't know if we should include it. You really like the loops there? Oh yeah, this was a design from Arters. Originally I don't really know where mine was, but mine did not fit within a single Roboport, so they designed this, which does barely fit within the single Roboport, but that's all you need. It just needs to barely fit. Oh, there we go. Base is burning like the weather for me today. Glad. Well, I guess not glad, but it seems we're all suffering today from the heat. I went on a walk this morning at like 10 a.m. and as soon as I walked outside, directly into shade, by the way, I hadn't even like reached the sunlight. I just immediately like regretted deciding to go on a morning walk. It was not great. I mean, I was expecting that once I left the shade, but when it's that bad in the shade, it's pretty rough. Okay, so 25 and 25. Okay, so this should work a decent amount better. If we really wanted to, we could do a little bit of red belt, but honestly, I don't think it's that important. But now it has a little bit more leeway for slightly worse patches, if they're like slightly wider and a little bit short. So theoretical speed now, let's see, is 348. 348 times 1.5 times 0.25. Okay, so we have about 8% spare. That's pretty good. And then before we have any of this, how much do we get? So that's 348 again. I forgot the number already. Times 1.2. So if we can get all of them, we do get almost... We get 5 yellow belts. Sorry, 7 yellow belts. Right? Yeah, we get about 7 yellow belts before we get purple science. So that should be enough to actually build it. Current weather is literally fire. Exactly. We're going to have a... We're about to start seeing a fire NATO, clearly. But yeah, this is solid. Okay. So now... We do need to test to make sure they do, in fact, work. But honestly, I don't think there's anything here that's inherently bad. Okay, so it has 2 solid fuel. We were messing with the solid fuel like distribution the other day. It didn't end up doing anything. Okay, so now we need to design this building train. So first things first, let's get this blueprint. And then, honestly, having the blueprint on the side like it did the other day was really nice. So I'm going to do that. Snipping tool. We're going to take this. We're going to save it as downloads. And then we're going to replace this picture with this one, an updated version. Oh, it's still hidden. There we go. This picture So that way I can fill the train without thinking as much. Either Fire Nader or Forest Fire. Or worse, a combination of both. A combination of both would be pretty bad. Although I feel like if you have a Fire Nado, you're probably... I feel like you're pretty much guaranteed to have the Forest Fire along with it. Oh, wait, hold up. I'm missing one thing here. Oh, come on. How strict is this width? Can I move it a single tile without breaking anything? Not really. Okay, but we can do this, right? Okay. Perfect. Okay. So this will get disabled. Actually, let's do... it doesn't matter. I think we're sending a copper plate. So we'll do copper plate is greater than 0. Could I move the chest? Yeah, you're right. I don't know why that didn't occur to me. There we go. Honestly, that makes the power pole alignment easier too. It was so close to being in range. Oh wait, hold on. That's connected to the inserter. Wait, is it? No. Okay. Cool. So these don't need a filter or anything, so that should be fine. This will obviously... oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is double-sided. Is there any situation where this can turn around? I don't think there is, right? I don't think our train setup has a loop in it. So yeah, it shouldn't be possible for this to get turned around. Let's see. If the building train is here, it's going to go up, right. It's going to stay facing to the right. It's going to go here. Then it stops there, and then it just backs up backwards, right? So it would stop here. Oh, but it could loop, couldn't it? Is it possible for it to loop? I mean, we can do 2 roboports if we need. Because it's going to stop here, right? It takes the shortest path, which would be backwards, right? So if it's parked here, it's going to try to go straight back. It's not going to try to go around. You don't think there's a loop? Well, there's a loop right here. It could technically go this way, right? It's not likely because I don't think it's going to happen because it's faster to not go that way. So it's probably not something I have to worry about. Why limit just one Roboport? Roboports are kind of expensive still at this point. We don't have that many of them. So if I can keep it within one Roboport, that's nice. Because I'm producing only like one a minute or less, one every couple minutes, and most of them are being placed in my base. That's the only reason. Okay. So if I pull up... oh, it's still on the left. Awesome. So I'm assuming I need to bring my own signals, right? Or at least the building train no, I shouldn't need to bring... do I need to bring any signals? The building train should work without any signaling, right? Yeah, the building train should be fine. Tracks are not built at this point. Worst case scenario, even single signal makes those rails one way, and it is a good way. Okay. That's fine then. But yeah, you're right. The tracks aren't built. I do... it is a bit rough that I'm going to have to build this part. I do have a lot of space. Honestly, it might be worth... I don't really see a vision other than doing something like this. I was gonna say it would be worth it to have a straight line to connect my building train on. Because this is done with a controller. I don't think I can build. I can't build this. Hmm. We should have a mouse and keyboard for the first couple, but so I think we'll at least have a mouse and keyboard. We'll still be using mouse and keyboard until we get to personal RoboPorts. So maybe it's not too bad. When do we even have personal RoboPorts being built? The exoskeletons we have being built. Geez, what is this? My oh, that's why. You don't think you need to build this last curve? Could make it go straight rail for like 2 segments to easy catch? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, okay, I build the stop. Oh, so you're saying like if I just click a couple times and then drag here, it's going to be pretty easy to make that curve. So I just have to build here and then here. Okay. Okay, so one of the first things bots do is this. So this is not personal RoboPorts though. Is it? No, personal RoboPorts are later. Oh, they're pretty late actually. Well, okay, they're not pretty late, but they might be a bit late. Is there any way I can move personal RoboPorts to an earlier tier? Technically, yes. I think so. That's it. Yes, this way you only need one precise turn. And anyway, you need to connect it with precise. Yeah, but connecting it with precise and then going into it is. I will say this is a lot different than just connecting straight once. Like it is a very significant difference because I have to go here. Then I have to like keep going forward. It's not great. It's fine when I'm using the mouse and keyboard. Don't get me wrong. It's fine for the first couple. It's not fine for the next like 10. That's my issue with it. I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking I would have personal RoboPorts. As long as I can get to personal RoboPorts though, we're good. Like if I can get to personal RoboPorts first before switching to mouse and keyboard, or switching to controller, that would be a good breakpoint to switch over, and then it won't matter as much. So maybe that's what I do. So I get to bots, I do a couple train outposts, or actually I don't even know if I need to do the trains yet. I get to bots, I connect these, and then can possibly connect these trains. So I should have enough time. That'll probably be about like 3 to 4 hours. It will definitely push it, but I think I can do about 3 to 4 hours before I switch to a mouse and keyboard. Since I'll definitely be taking the day before off and the day after, or at least the day before. We'll see about the day after, but as long as I rest up, I can do 4 hours in a row. So maybe it won't be too bad. And who knows? Maybe I'll feel great, or just decide to YOLO it and accept my fate. Who knows? Okay, so yeah, we can work with this. It really just matters for the first couple, and we can manage. Okay, so this is pretty solid then. That means we can say these are accurate. Okay, so these trains do not like being staged. I will say that. So getting to personal robo can make secondary print with only required entities and maybe additional to see how it look on the map. Yeah, that could work. Although honestly, once we get to personal roboports, if I accidentally place too many inserters, it's not the end of the world. Because it's not like I'm going to be bringing the bare minimum rails. But yeah, that is an option too. Okay, so this will start filling up as soon as stage. Probably 2.4 actually. Yeah, the only reason these are built early. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the only reason these are built early is because of other stuff I have to do, because I use these chests as the buffer. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I don't really have a time goal for this, so that's tricky. What is this? How do we have this filtered? Okay. Oh, that's the wrong stage. We obviously don't need more. We don't need a ton of rail signals, I think. I think 50 maybe is fine. Honestly, with the belt buffer, yeah, 50 is more than fine. Splitters, now these are being used throughout our base. So I think multiple stacks of splitters is good. What else is here? Splitters and rails. Rails, this is our main rail buffer, I think. We need at least 264 rails. So that's 3 stacks. So I think we can probably make do with one. And then, oh, hold up. How fast does this fill? I might have to double everything, which is kind of annoying. Pro tip, don't sneeze when pasting blueprints. Yeah, especially don't hold shift while sneezing while pasting blueprints. Okay, so at this point in the run, I have stack size 2. So I can assume about 1.5, 1.05, 1.1, something like that. Let's say 1.1. That's probably pretty close. 1.1 items per second. So that's 67-ish items per minute. So 264 will take 3 minutes to fill. So I think if we aim to fill the train in 5 minutes, I think we're good. So that would mean that the burner drills are pushing it. They might need 2 inserters. Yeah, burner the burner drills, the first 4 all need multiple inserters, which is fine. That's literally why we have this extra train here, because I figured we would need that. And honestly, it works out perfectly because there's already 4. Or like we already have it accounted for 4, and there's 4 that we're missing. And I think the spread is all right. Yeah, we'll make that work. Okay. We haven't filtered the train yet. I don't know if these blueprints are important, so we're just gonna. With the decon planner, definitely isn't important though. I can pretty safely say that. Well, why am I not? Why do I have red chips? I don't know why I have red chips, but clearly I needed them at one point. Anyway, this is drills. Actually, we're doing it on this stage first though. Okay, so these are pretty important. These are used throughout our base. We need at least. We probably should have at least 400 in each. Since these are going to have 2, we'll do half what I would normally. Radars, we definitely only need 1 here. We don't have a radar in our outpost. I mean, that's really easy to do, but yeah, we don't have a radar here. I like how I say really easy, but we actually don't have a spot to power it. I mean, it's not a problem. It's just here. What if we do it over here next to the entrance? Because this is where I'll be dragging power from too. Yeah, that works. That works just fine. So 2.3. Okay, so radars. Yeah, we obviously only need one stack of radars. Belts. Honestly, we only really need like five of these. And now we can do this is less than. I don't really need to bring extra belt, do I? So I can just do exactly the amount. I'm gonna add a couple, unless it's gonna increase the stack. There's really no reason to change this. So this is 700. I don't know if we have enough emptying speed with our distribution. We don't have enough. We don't have enough output from the train, so we actually need to do. Hmm. If we bring more storage chests, I think we're good. So this needs three this needs three inserters to unload fast enough. Depending on what's here. This has nothing. Okay, so this needs three inserters to unload fast enough. Oh wait, ooh, I am requiring myself to bring train stops. Maybe I should put train stops here. Honestly, it's not a huge deal to bring 3 versus 1. It really isn't. This is actually definitely important. We use a lot of these. There we go. Robots, we definitely don't need to keep this many. What am I thinking? We're bringing like 100 to each outpost. Okay, so I think this is a good amount of junk to keep buffered. Wait, this isn't enough. 1, 2, 3. Let's just do a whole row. This will fill until this one should fill until 348. It's actually going to do slightly more than one stack each. That's fine. Let's just do 350. Less than 350. This is less than 520. This one is less than 100. I actually don't know how many we bring. We might just only bring like 50, honestly. Because I feel like robots are kind of expensive at this point in the run. Not so expensive. Why am I bringing radars? That's silly. Why would I bring a radar? I should be placing the radar, right? I mean, I guess I can bring a radar in case I forget. But I need to place the power, so I might as well place the radar. Yeah, let's just cut this one. Yeah, that should be fine. The reason I have it as a note is because when I cut it, I think I have to reroute some chests. And I don't want to do that right now, so I'm just leaving it as a note. Or I have to reroute some things. Okay, and these ones are cheap. I'm just gonna bring like 10 of each, so that way they can maybe eventually help build other outposts later. Although they're on a local train network, so it shouldn't matter. These are pretty cheap. Let's bring like 40 rails. We only need to bring 280, which we don't actually need that many. I don't know how many we build, but again, rails are cheap. If it takes like 2 seconds of production, I don't think it's worth rounding. And these stop at 420. Nice. And the reason we're doing this kind of circuit logic here is because with this setup, hold on. I feel like I missed something. Yeah, with this setup, since they're going into multiple trains, I feel like I'll need it. Okay, so this is actually not supposed to be the robot train. The robot train's supposed to be up here. And then right now, and these are going into one. I mean, I can use 4 inserters. Maybe I should just use 4 inserters. Let's see, 414. plus 681, 1095 divided by 1.1. It was looking closer at mines. There's a few additional tracks going to the right side and missing critical chain signal that works as output controller from right side. Maybe I accidentally cut it when I copied it. Do you have a new blueprint for it to share? Okay, so this is 16 minutes. We need 4 inserters on the middle one. We need 4 inserters here. We need 3 inserters here. Oh, it's from your side fault? Gotcha. I wasn't sure. Sometimes I delete. Sometimes I accidentally abandon some signals. How do I do this distribution? This could use belts. If I could move train signals up. Actually, this has splitter. This one has rails. This one could get some belt. Actually, wait. The ones on the end can't get extra inserters. So maybe I should... Oh, wait. This one can't get extra inserters. So yeah, I need to shift this one up, shift this one up. So this would go here somewhere. What is that in the way? I don't know what it is, but we obviously need to go a different direction. So we're just going to do this. Oh wow, I don't need that for a long time. Yeah, that's definitely not worth blocking everything then. Okay, that'll work for now. It tells me I'm doing something. Actually, let's move it up a tile. Even better. We'll remove that. Remove that later. Or we'll condense it later. But yeah, we need to shift this up. Can I use the other side of the train? I can use the other side of the train, right? Where's the train? Okay. Yeah, these are fairly cheap. I think I can justify bringing more of them. It's just kind of with burner inserters, it kind of sucks either way. But I want to be able to fill the. I need to be able to fill them in like 5 minutes at least. Even 5 minutes is pushing it. Because this fills in 2.5. Do I just need a longer train? Huh. Oh, that's how that breaks. We've had that happen before. It can like get rotated on some layers and not the other, and you can't rotate it back. That makes sense. Gosh, this is tough. We can't do 2 building trains. That's not an option. There's a reason we had such a long train in the other outpost. Maybe I'm being ambitious. Maybe we don't build these every 10 minutes. That's very possible. Or every 10 minutes. Because we probably won't. It will take us a while to walk over there and connect things, and we have other things that we can be doing. Honestly, the trains don't need to build immediately either. But let's see, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that will take an hour and a half at this rate to get every train station up and running. That's kind of a lot. How can we improve this? I mean, we could just sit there and hand feed every now and then. We can speed up the output really easily. So I could make... I could just use extra storage chests and I can make the output cost like basically negligible, right? I can unload the train station in seconds. Not seconds. That's absurd. These are burner inserters. I could unload the train station in a matter of a couple minutes. On Discord is connection point to change. Awesome. Thank you. Because I doubt I would have noticed. Well, I probably would have noticed something was wrong. Ah, I see it. It's just... That's all it was missing? What's this, what's this curve? Is this necessary? Or is this just, that's how your sample happened to connect for testing? Okay. Gotcha. Cool, cool. Just wanted to make sure that, we didn't, so there wasn't, like, some weirdness with the signal that I didn't understand. Okay. Awesome. Ooh. Oh, is this to make it easier to build? I like that. That way it's obvious I can just go straight. Cool. Thank you for that. Now my train won't hopefully get stopped. Okay, so realistically, we can unload really fast. The faster we unload, the better off we are. Can I change which side is the Roboport? I don't think I can. I can move the Roboport to the middle train. Ideally, I want the Roboport to be this one. But that's too low. Actually, is it? Oh, wait. Okay, so that makes it a little bit easier, I think. Actually, does it? Hmm. I'm just trying to think like which train is easier to get extra throughput out of is basically the question. Oh yeah, the trailer song, a classic. People think it sounds like the World of Goose soundtrack as well, which I thought is fun. Okay, so this one's good. Oh, this is why I wanted to put bots here. No, that doesn't make sense. Okay, well this is fine. This and this, and then... Okay, if I can just do something up here with these four, I think we're good, and then it doesn't matter where bots go. I think that's all we need. So let's just paste this. We'll paste this. And we're gonna need like 4 unloading inserters. Which is gonna be a little bit annoying, but I think it's fine. We'll have 12 yellow chests per outpost. So that's cool. So where does the train... Where train stops? Bots would be best in wagon with lowest amount of entities. Why? Just so the bots go first? Because if that's your concern, I don't think the latency of the build time matters much. I'm not that concerned with that. So it can start early on. Yeah, I'm not that concerned. That's the difference of like 3 minutes start time for the outpost. The one that with the lowest amount of entities is this bottom one, which it can't actually get to. The other ones are probably going to be fairly equal. Let's see. This one's 800. Okay. This one is lower than this one, I guess. So yeah, This one's the lowest one we can get to other than this one. So I guess that's all right. That's at least half of what we want. I'll take that. Okay, we need to figure out where the train is, right? Oh, and this is the thing that loads copper onto the wagon, right? And we actually load copper onto all the wagons because it's easy. I'm building on the wrong layer. Very much on the wrong layer, actually. I actually don't want that to be self-feeding. I want at least one that's complete. Well, actually, no, it can be self-feeding. It does. This split doesn't matter because it has this guy. Like, this can be self-feeding. It's just not ideal. And then this... That can't grab there. How did I do this one? Oh, I went through the splitter. Oh. Well, that makes it tricky. Hold on, that does complicate it a lot. Yeah, we weren't originally thinking that we needed an expansion. Okay, so if we go here. Okay, I think that fixes that part. So then we can just copy this logic and place it here. Okay. So that's fine. We'll need to make sure this one up top has like 5. But gonna take coal to wagon is still needed anyway. There is no coal going into the wagon, I don't think. Is there? Oh, I guess there is. Wait. Why am I sending coal? Oh, we don't use salt. We don't have solid fuel yet, right? I completely forgot we don't have solid fuel. I guess we can put a radar in there, just in case I forget it. Also, I could use the radar to put something else. Yeah, I thought... Oh, I'm thinking of our second outpost where we have the inserters being filled with coal, but we have the outpost being filled with solid fuel. But that only matters because it's not chest to train, right? It's a little bit of a weird design. Unfortunately, we can't do that here because we don't have solid fuel here to use. Not easily. Okay, so now we need this over here. Override stack size. Oh yeah, we could do that. I don't even know if we need a radar, to be honest, but might as well use it, right? Okay, so this is here. So we can filter this off, send it up. It's going to be annoying, but we can send it up. Okay, yeah, we can reach. Splitter. Hello, Tyus. Welcome, welcome. Oh wait, this can't go through the train. Of course it can't go through the train. Why would it be able to go through the train? Wait, what's this? Ooh, wait. Actually, we could use that. We could definitely use that. To scan for GC positions. Well, so I'm bringing the radar anyway. It's just, I could probably place it by hand is what I meant. I don't necessarily, like, it doesn't necessarily need to be in the train, but it would also be nice not to have to worry about it. Okay, I think I see how this can work. Yeah, the less I have to take, the better. And then I think it might be worth... There's a good chance it would be worth bringing a train stop. Because if I only have to remember one train stop, things get a little bit less hectic. We're building these on the wrong layer, I'm realizing. Just like Derek and his alarm. I don't know what that means. What's his alarm? Okay, I mean, sure, that works. This can have a splitter. Yeah, okay, sure, why not? And then this goes up here. Hmm, I don't see a great way. I'm not sure why these are double-sided. I think we broke something at some point, and we just never cleared the belt on that stage in particular. Hand-placed alarm while building only rail shell to bring train to not have bot queue building up. Hmm. What did the alarm wait, can you have the alarm tell you if bots aren't doing something? Is that what you mean? Can I go around? Okay. Yeah, let's go around. There we go. Perfect. Okay, this doesn't actually have coal coming on it now. We could do this. That should work all right, although it is self-feeding. If we do both of these, this is pretty likely to be safe. It's not guaranteed, though. Let's see. This one's guaranteed safe. This one is not guaranteed safe. Hmm. None of these are safe. We don't have a train yet. It's fine. We don't have a train for the first couple stages. So if we have the train be a little bit later, we're good. So you can scan for available robots, which is the same as bots not doing something. Oh, that's neat. Alarm tell when train comes, so there is no 400 ghosts that bots won't be able to won't be building anyway without train. Ooh, that sounds smart. We don't need anything like that in our design because we're not going to be fast enough. But it is cool. It is cool. Okay, I feel like we definitely need to be building the train earlier. Actually, well, not earlier than this, but earlier. If I move this. Uh-oh. Okay. If I move this, is everything okay? I'm not sure. I guess we can copy it. Okay. So now we need to actually do the connections. That should be pretty easy. No idea how these are all connected like this. Sure. Okay, so we need a combination of fuel filters. Because it's only regular coal and it's not as good, we're going to do 3 stacks. Not that it's really going to matter, but it's also, we have plenty of space, so it's fine. And then I want these to be fairly evenly divided, so that's 4 stacks of transport belts in each. What else is split into 2? Inserters are split into 2, so that's 150. That's 250, so that's 6 stacks. Drills, we have 7 stacks, so that's 4. Undergrounds, we have 9 stacks, so that's 5. Oops, that was the wrong button. Okay, that's fine. We could add an extra stack. Move train out of position so inserters won't be overfilling before train is fully assembled with locomotive on station. I don't know how that would work. You mean just like have the train start here and then we have to manually activate it? Okay, that seems easy enough. Realizing now we don't have fuel on this stage. Oh, come on. How do I get fuel there, actually? Yeah, there's definitely definitely a better way than that. Not a much better way, though, to be fair. We can't grab from splitters. That limits the really easy option. This is on the wrong layer. How do I do this? That's the question. Not like how do I do this in general. How do I move this train without destroying the mod? Okay, so it would just be, honestly, I could place it here. That's a good spot. So then the first thing is going to be this building train. Okay, cool. Splitter on the left side of wagon facing up straight from the underground. I guess... Hold on. If I were to just look at this, the solution is real easy. I actually can't grab from that one. Splitter on the left side of wagon facing up straight from the... Well, you mean like right here? We can't grab for that underground. There isn't any spot over here we can place an underground that won't break that inserter. But this is at least easier. Well, okay, there are places we can put them. There aren't places with burner inserters that we can put them. That's all. That's the key. Okay. So then the next wagon is more drills and inserters, okay? Which we're doing 5 stacks of inserters and 4 stacks of drills, I think. Yep, that's good. And then what else is on here? This one's robots and then possibly train stations if I decide I want train stations. So I'm going to put a slot for train station just in case. And then how many robots do you think I really need? I feel like 2 stacks or maybe even 1. Oh yeah, good point. Good point. Good point. Thank you. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, I almost forgot that. Okay, and then this one should be undergrounds, which we had 9 stacks, right? So that's 5. And then regular belt, which is 7, so that's 4. And then this also has the signals. No, this one doesn't have signals in it. This one has the radar. And what else? Red belt. Okay. And then now to the last train, which is this one. Which has mostly things we don't really need a ton of. Yeah, if we could put bots in this one, it would be great. We would have to change the outpost a lot, though. This has 1 stack of splitters and then like 3 stacks of rails. Perfect. Honestly, we could just put that in all of them. It doesn't matter. It's safe. Do I have enough for the wagon? Actually, I might not have enough. The bot wagon should have two. Oh wait, 3 and 2. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, is it fine? Yeah, I can move fast enough. Okay, and then every single one has copper in it as well, which I completely forgot. I wish we could limit the amount of copper we bring. Well, okay. Actually, no, not everyone needs copper. Only one of them needs copper, and we could probably make it the first one. Yeah, so this is the only one. Oh, but this is self-feeding. Oh, but we already established they're all self-feeding. Let's see. This is the there's one that isn't self-feeding. This is the only one that can safely. I want to say safely is not the right word. Oh, that should be here. Yeah, that actually works better. No, it doesn't. No, that doesn't make any difference. Yeah, this one, the only reason this works is because this isn't self-feeding. Otherwise, it would be a terrible, terrible design. I think I'm sending too much coal, actually. I forget, I don't actually need... I don't need this much coal. I'm being paranoid. We can't afford... We can't afford to send that much. It just doesn't work fast enough. Especially since we're only moving a couple hundred items. Okay, that should be good then. So yeah, that brings it to 100, 100, 100, 100, plus another 50 for the inserters. For bots. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so this is the only one that can safely grab coal or copper. However, we have this built pretty early. There is a good chance that this is like we manually activate this train, right? So that means it doesn't matter if it's safe. Single stack might be... Well, the reason we have to do a single stack is because they're going to instantly consume 3. Or the reason we have to do a double stack is because they're going to immediately consume like 1 full stack as soon as the train gets there. I guess that only really matters for the bot one, though. Everything else is fine. So yeah, we could probably do steam. We could probably do a coal. A single stack in most of them. It's really just the bot one that I'm a little bit extra careful about. Because they're gonna, yeah. We could move that one, though. We can make it 3. That should be good. Because they're gonna consume that. They can move 60 items on a single coal. 60 times 3 times 4. That means they can only move 720 from their one batch of coal. So we do need this separate one. 4 times 3. Oh, but they only consume 12 immediately. Right, this isn't double-sided unloading. I'm forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. Single stack is more than sufficient. I was thinking of our building train, which has like 11 unloading, 10 or 10 to 12 unloading inserters on each wagon. Which definitely changes the priority a decent amount. Okay, so copper will be in this one. And we're going to try to fill it with an entire stack of copper plates, which is kind of silly, but we can't really do anything about that with the space that we have. Okay, so the rest of these need to be filtered to junk, like a fish should be good. I think this is everything I need. We're not bringing iron chests. Why are there iron chests in the outpost? Those are for fuel. Do we need those? How necessary are those? So the reason I can't do that is because I have copper on the same belt as coal. So that would disable the inserter. So it wouldn't really... The only way I could do that is if I had a dedicated belt of copper, and that uses a lot more space than it's worth. So I would much rather just send 50 copper into the train than have to worry about that. But that's the only problem with that. Which did they unload first? They unload the last ones first, right? One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. Yeah, if we can find a spot to send pure copper, that would help. Then we could disable it. Okay, there we go. Lots of intense clicking. For some reason, that required more focus than I would like. Okay, let's see what options we have. It's not looking great already. This one could probably do it. I could probably do this. Because I think we can stop sending copper here. So we could filter out the copper right here. We actually can't filter out the copper there because I can't put a splitter here. Because splitters can kill inserters. I don't know why. I have not been able to figure it out, but inserters can't grab from splitters reliably. Sometimes they can brown out. It doesn't make sense if the resources are still going through. I think it's some weirdness to do with how splitter length is handled. I don't know, but it is something to consider. Unfortunately, the one that's giving copper is... Oh, wait, no. This one is not a copper one. This one's a copper. I was going to say, unfortunately, the one that has the copper is also the bot train, which would be bad because it's moving the most coal, but I don't think that matters. Also, how much coal are we moving? The highest is 3 stacks, right? So that is 150 divided by 1.1. That is 2 minutes-ish, a little over 2 minutes. That's good. As long as it loads and unloads in 2 minutes, I'm content. Okay, so now we have to look at the max speed. So this could theoretically have 200, 250, so that's 450 plus 8, that's 850 plus another 250, so that's 1100. This could realistically have 1100 items in it, plus the coal. Although the coal, actually, I don't have to unload the coal. So that's actually, I don't need to consider that in my calculation, in my estimate. I mean, I probably should. So that way I can just use leave when train empty, but it's not going to add much time anyway. So that's 1200, 1300 with coal. So that's 1300 divided by 1.1 divided by 60. One inserter would take 20 minutes to unload this. 4 inserters would take 5 minutes to unload this still. What about this wagon? This wagon would be half that. I guess I could do... I could do like 4 inserters and then 6 inserters. Actually, yeah, that's not... Why don't I just do that? That's true. When I first saw that, it looked like I thought it was an emoji or some kind of emoticon. But yeah, that is something. I was thinking that too. It just sounded like more work to set up. But it is not that difficult because we can copy the train logic. Wait, can you copy the train logic? I don't think you can, right? Like you can't duplicate a station logic, so I'd have to set like 30 things. But yeah, that does give me like 30 seconds extra, so it's not a bad idea. It does give me a lot more leeway in the outposts. Not 30 seconds. Actually, I guess it depends on the train, right? The trains that only have 2 divided by 1.1. Or sorry, 100 divided by 1.1 divided by 2 divided by 60. Okay, I mean, it does give like 40 seconds. This is on train logic, not station. Yeah, I just meant I'll have to do all the logic twice. Since all to have all the important stuff is greater than the value I want. And then I'll have to do the exact same thing for unloading it. Is there any way I can accidentally put too much copper on a train? I don't think so. No, that's not possible. Okay. So I'm just going to copy this real quick. So that way I can start designing the outpost. So we're moving robots to this second one. So that would be here. That's fine. Yeah, nothing really changes in this design, so that's good. Okay, so this first one I said I needed 5. What is that? Wait, what is that? Oh, there's a chain signal there? Wait, why is there a chain signal there? Is that intentional? That's not supposed to be there, is it? I feel like that's not supposed to be there. Oh, sorry, not there. There. No, it's definitely not on this one. Oh, is that the one that you added? Oh, I thought you just added one. You moved it. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so this is 5 minutes. This is 3-ish. No, this is 5 minutes. This is 4. This is about 3.5. I think I should do 3.5 as the goal. Wait, why isn't this... Is this lined up? Oh, the two outposts is so confusing. This position was better. Gotcha. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't break it. Okay, so this one needed 5 or 6. This next one is 300 entities plus another 200. So this one's 500, 600. Okay. So this is literally half. But yeah, I was gonna go to all the effort of like rebalancing all the trains, which is just completely silly now that I think about it. Because my idea was to rebalance the trains. But that only mattered for the other outpost where we were limited to like, 1 or 2. We were limited to a certain amount of unloading chests because there's only so many you can fit on the train. But this one isn't nearing that value at all, so I have way more wiggle room than I thought I was, and this is way easier than making the train unloading more complicated. Okay, so this one's pushing it. So this is 250. I could do this. That seems easy to mess up. Oh wait. Does that unload from that? It doesn't. Why not? I guess you can't always get it in the right spot. Okay, anyway, this is 250 plus 400. That's 650. That's actually a decent amount for 2. This needs 3. And this one we can't actually rebalance. So for this one, can I swap signals with something up here? It would be a little bit confusing, but it would help a lot. I don't know how viable that is. I really thought I had room for one more inserter. I mean, I do have room for one more inserter. It's just a little bit awkward to place. I guess this is already awkward to place. Well, we'll just do this. We actually don't need to read all of these, do we? The only reason we were reading all of them is because I didn't know where the copper was going to be in. I still don't remember which one the copper is going to be in. Which one is it? The first one. Okay, the one that's farthest away. Awesome. Can I move this? Not really. Okay, so we do still need to pass this. We do still need to pass this through. But we don't need to pass it through as many. Okay, there we go. Because this only needs to read these last two chests. Okay, so if I throw copper in here, coal in here, they start unloading, and then I had, let's see, 250. So yeah, this is about 700. Actually, more like 800. 800 divided by 1.1 divided by... Actually, you know, it is 1.2. So everything unloads 30 seconds faster than I originally thought. Okay, so that's about 4 minutes. Except we just established it's 1.2, so then it's more like 3 minutes. 3.5 minutes. Okay. And then this one has very few entities, so 2 inserters definitely works here. Okay, this balance is fine. It's a little bit annoying. Like, this inserter placement, kind of garbage. But there's not much we could do. There's not much we can do about that with the distribution we have, so it's fine. I don't think that will delay us that much. Because it's really just placing 2 items. And we don't need to place the logic or anything. So it's really just walk in a straight line, then place 2 awkward spots. Okay, I think that's everything, right? And then we omitted train stations. Not necessarily... We don't necessarily have to, though. It's not too late. We can put them on this belt. Which I'm pretty sure is a pure bot belt. I hope it's a pure bot belt. We should probably follow it and find out. Let's see. Considering it's side-loaded, it is definitely a pure bot belt. So where do we have train stations? Train stations are here. We could theoretically side-load here. Yeah, okay, that's not awful. Let's put train stops on there. The issue with the train stops is that it's gonna make they're gonna back up a lot on the belt, but they're not expensive, right? No, they're not terribly expensive. Which is better, having to hand build some weird train stops? No. No, it's definitely... I think it's better to have them on the train. Okay, so that's good. This doesn't quite work like I wanted. I mean, it still works fine. It's just a little bit staggered from what I expected. Okay, so that should add trains. Oh my gosh, there are roboports on here. Wait a minute, why do I have roboports on here? That's an... Okay. Interesting, interesting. Huh. How do we fix that? I mean... We're obviously not putting the roboports in the train station. But we are sending them up top. Okay. I mean, I guess we could just use this as a way to get roboports closer to me. They don't need to go on the train necessarily. Just because they're here. It would just be nice to have roboports in a couple different spots. Yeah, I think we can. I think we're fine with this. All we have to do is make it that this only runs if roboports are less than like 10, because they're gonna like back up on the belt a lot. So we do want to avoid that if we can. But on the other hand, I don't think they'll be chilling around for that long. Okay, so this will keep 10. Ideally, we don't want them backed up on the belt, but not a huge deal. And I guess when it is a huge deal, that's when we have a prio. So yeah, it's fine. Yeah, because yeah, we at least need to put them in a chest, because if they're just on the belt, that's bad. But if they're here versus here, that doesn't really make or break anything. Okay, so we could afford to put roboports on the chest, I guess, if we really wanted to. I will do roboports less than 0, I guess. Okay, now we do the train network. So now this is all of the stuff. We have to choose the names now, don't we? So if we name this mining station, what should I call that? Builder filling? No, mining outpost filling. There we go. That should be good. And that changes the name for all of them? Okay, cool. Maybe put logic even earlier to not put them on the belt if there is too much of them. Backing up 200 roboports can be costly. I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, I know conceptually what you mean, but I don't know how I would fix that. I mean, currently we only have this belt built later. We could just not have this belt. It's like we don't even really need the logic to be later. We can just do that. I think that solves it, right? Honestly, yeah, I think it does. Roboports don't stack very high. Wait, what do roboports stack to? I don't know. It's roboport stack to. It's 10, isn't it? Yeah, I wanted 50 in each of these chests, not 10. Oh, that would have been a rough mistake. But yeah, this should fix it. So make it that they don't back up until couple new stages, especially since they're only going into like this chest. And then by the time I start building this part of the base, that's when the roboports get closer. Okay. Those ports for personal refill train and GC? Yeah. Yeah, so that's what this output, that's why they're outputting from there. They'll go up to here, which will go into the outpost and also a refilling train. We'll have a refilling train here. Or somewhere over here. We'll have a personal refill train and regular train, because this has everything. This should have everything it needs. I don't necessarily know if it has rails. It might not actually have rails. But we're producing rails nowhere. I don't know. Don't know about rails. But we'll figure that out when we actually set up the building train. Or the refill train. Anyway, let's go back to this one. And then, yeah, we'll definitely make a blueprint of this. So we will have a blueprint book here using one of the early slots. Blueprint book. This will be trains. Trains. Okay. And this will have the blueprints for literally just the trains, because sometimes if you ever send the train anywhere, it doesn't play nicely with this mod. Okay, so this, no time passed, right? We never want to do time passed. We want item count, item count. We just want a whole lot of item counts, right? So like inserters greater than 514. These greater than 681. These greater than... Okay, yeah, I guess this isn't... Okay, yeah, making them equal 0 isn't too bad. At this stage, you could use Logibots to fill the train. That goes against my rules. Logibots are only for personal refills. Item count. Yeah, we're only using them for personal. Greater than... Oh, you're right, thank you. That was supposed to be greater than equal. Wait, why? Because logistics embargo? No, it has nothing to do with that. Logistics embargo will be done. They're referring to the green chip phase once we've launched a rocket. It's more burner hundo. It feels wrong to use roboports. It feels wrong to use Logibots to deliver stuff to a chest. So I won't be doing that. Despite how useful it would be for the late phase, we're not allowing ourselves to do it. At least for this one. Why is greater than equal to better? I mean, it's not really better. I want them to have more than this. For those ones. Splitters greater than 38. Or 37. I just want like one extra of everything. Oh wait, we still haven't figured out chests. Okay. Rails greater than 264. Honestly, we don't actually need to send that many rails because we place a lot of them. But on the other hand, it could be... not really. There's not much they could do with extra rails. Item count. Let's see. We're at red belt. Greater than 73. Yeah, the inserters stop a little bit later than the actual... Actually, let's order them by how many we have so it's easy to keep track. Instead of just clicking them randomly. Yeah, this is silly. What am I doing? I might just hand place some... I could hand place chests. Do I need buffer chests? Strictly speaking, I don't need buffer chests. But on the other hand, I definitely do. But we have enough of a fuel belt buffer that we probably can go without it. But it would be kind of silly. I don't gain much out of it. I just gain the ability to be slightly lazy. Why can't I find drills? 340, 348. There we go. 681, 514, 414. 83, 73. Okay, there we go. That makes it so much easier to keep track. And then we're definitely bringing more signals than we need. Because we're requesting 10. But I figured, I don't know. I don't really know what I figured. I figured they're dirt cheap, so I don't care if I waste them, but I should probably not do that. Train station, we're not sending train stations, so this should be everything, right? Yeah, okay. Still remember Rip from Derek, there is 223 rails in chest and was missing curved rails that needs 4 rails in single chest to construct. There is 223 rail. What's a 223 rail? Oh. Oh, I didn't know they worked. Okay. I didn't. Okay, I didn't know that was a mechanic. Didn't even occur to me. Okay, so should I not? So I should definitely have extra rails then. Just a little bit of extra rail, which we should have. No, we should have that little bit of extra rail because these will fill up to like 280, and then I also will be placing the first like 10 rail. So yeah, we have like 20 extra. That seems good enough to prevent that. We can always increase the number a little bit though. Like, there we go. That makes it a little better. Okay, so that's good. I am slightly concerned about chests. How do we get iron? Do we have anywhere nearby where we can locally produce chests? We have steel. No, steel's expensive at this point to turn into a chest. We don't really have... Since we do direct feeding, we don't really have access to just iron anywhere. I do like how our storage chests are right there, though. I wish we could put them on the train. Obviously, we can't. Well, we could. It just wouldn't be that useful. How do we do this? Okay, I have 2 options. I can bring chests with me. We have 3 options. We have 2. I don't know. We have multiple options. I can bring chests with me and hand place them. The silo production? Yeah. Let's ignore that. So that's like a fairly central spot that happens to be near some things that I can grab from. It's not fully automatic. I could not find a place to make it fully automatic that wasn't going to take like 10 years. So this was my solution. There's definitely a better one. But considering everything's hand built anyway, it probably isn't a huge deal because it just requires us to walk like here, here, and here. I should probably have notes somewhere telling me where to walk though. Like I should do something to highlight silo resource chests. Yeah, that was the you're right. That was a key part of it. Inserting 1,000 items with burner inserters would add like a 10-minute delay at least unless I wanted a lot. But it's what 2600 total. I mean, I guess realistically I could do 12 inserters. But so best case scenario, it's going to be like 6 minutes. Best case scenario, realistically, it's going to take like 10 to 15. So I'm just like, you know what? Let's just hand feed it, and then we can bring it over there manually too. But yeah, that's probably one of my less elegant solutions I have here. Okay, chests. Right, so we can bring 6 chests with us. You know, we could bring 6 chests and just throw them in a storage chest. That's an option, right? Not bad. In fact, they always have a big delay. Honestly, the main thing that I think is not isn't elegant is just the location I have it in. I think is a little bit not great. I wish it was a little closer to more things. But this, it's next to the blue and it's next to the steel, so it is next to two things. Less eloquent solution around here. What, are you just gesturing to everything else of the base? Yeah, it is. It is the least, probably the least elegant solution in our whole base, which is not saying much. That was weird. Huh. That was weird. I got a different kind of like moderation. Either way, this can't grab copper, right? Yeah. I don't know why it had copper before. I wonder if it can grab copper if the train's built in a weird order. I think it can, actually. These can all brick themselves. It's really just that one. Maybe it's fine. I don't know. We could build the fuel train a little bit. We could build this a little bit later. And that fixes it. Because really, that's the only one that I think it would be a problem. Actually, a lot of them could be a problem. If if there's a ghost rail, maybe it's not an issue. Is that a ghost? I don't really know how ghosts work. Oh, okay. So they're smart enough to not place in a ghost. I don't know why I didn't think they were. Worst case, train will not back from construction site. No, yeah, that's a good point. Worst case scenario, I will also notice it while I'm here. I think this just happened because of the staged mod. Sometimes the staged mod breaks burner and breaks things when you switch between layers. Because things load in a weird order. Because it breaks burner inserters a lot, and I have not figured out how, but it breaks them all the time. Like, we have so many designs that we worked hard to make them safe, and then we go to a different stage, and then everything just stops. What is this splitter for? Oh god, what is this splitter for? Is this the rail belt that I was gonna try to take through the base, and then decided I didn't want to do it? I think that might be what it is. So we need this to go to a personal building train. Yeah, this is... Okay, yeah, that's what that is. This is the rail belt that was supposed to go through the base. And then I just kind of stopped. I guess I'll leave it there to cause confusion later. And then looks like we changed our mind up there too, and then decided we didn't need it. Okay, so that needs to be a late stage thing. Like pretty late stage. Also, let's make these undergrounds. Because this also has rails on it. So this is that, like, we need this for the building train thing I was talking about. And since this is late enough, oh gosh. I'm so confused. Which one was I? Oh, this is the one I was dragging. Okay, I lost track of it. Yeah, this is the building train. It's late enough in the run that we can afford red belts without caring about the cost, which is nice. Okay, and now we get to the silo. Then we can switch back to yellow belt for a little bit. Which I don't know if that's a good idea. I feel like it confuses things, but it's not. It's fine. You know what? Maybe it's not fine. Let's use... We can afford red belt, but like we don't want to use it everywhere if we can't avoid it. Because it is still a little bit pricey if I want these to actually like back up on the belt early. Because I think I don't really have all of my production online. Oh gosh. I remember this part. You know what? Maybe this is the least elegant part of our base. Yeah. So we still have not connected speed modules, by the way. I don't think it's going to be difficult. But it's not going to be... Well, no, maybe it will be fun. Okay, there we go. This has rails and splitters. Perfect. We don't really need the splitters, but I mean, I guess at least we can use them. Okay, what else did I need to do with the train? I think that was all I needed to do with the building train. I'm bringing too many inserters, and then I really think I should just bring chests. And just drop a few of them. We could use a different kind of chest that's maybe closer by, but oh no, those get expensive. Do we have a chest production? The thing is, we don't really produce iron chests because we kind of stop using them pretty early in the run. Let's see, where's our nearest source of iron? If we could get this belt up, which we can do, we can do a production here. That doesn't actually look terrible to set up. I like how that's my standard. Like that's my standard for burner stuff. I've done worse. This isn't as bad as it could be. I mean, I will say it doesn't look great. Because I don't fully see the line, but there definitely is one. There definitely is one. I thought a splitter would work, but iron's actually on the wrong side of the belt for that, which complicates it a little bit. Is there another spot I can grab from? I could use an underground here and cut through this middle section. Possibly. Yeah. Yeah, that's an option. Oh, that doesn't work. I mean, it does work, but it decreases the... Actually, it's not self-feeding. I probably could have had the splitter there. Okay, and this is mostly just iron, so it's not like I'm gonna back up the belt with expensive things, which is nice. Okay, yeah, that's this is a red belt kind of day, isn't it? I think that's what the situation demands. Okay, there we go. And now the moment of truth. Assembly machine. Inserter. There is no coal anywhere. Which is weird, because I swear there is a coal belt. This is a coal belt, but it doesn't run. I thought I fixed this. Oh, I did. Okay. We're fine then. Okay, so this is a coal belt. That means this is a coal belt. Okay. We could do this, and then we get an assembling machine, then an input, and then an... that doesn't quite work. That doesn't work. We can move this over. We can move this over. We're building on the wrong stage. Why are we building on that stage? Okay, let's shift this over one tile. There we go. Now I think we can fit an assembly machine in here. Can't believe we forgot. We forgot this. Okay, perfect. That works. That works great. Is that an underground? It is, but it's not going that direction. Okay, cool. I mean, I guess I can believe it. Obviously, things will be forgotten. I don't know why I'm building it on that stage. Not a huge deal, just a little bit confusing. That is a bit late, actually. We really need this to be earlier. I guess we were building it on the earlier stage, then we accidentally swapped at some point. Can I undo that? I think so. Okay, there we go. And then stage move tool, the rest of it. Cool. Awesome. I'm happy with that. Okay, and now we can connect this over to that Roboport thing that we don't actually need, right? There is a possibility we can maybe fit one more inserter on something. I don't know where it would be. Actually, you know what? I think the odds of that are pretty low. Let's just use the Roboport slot that we had. If we really care about the Roboport, we can put it in a different chest. Okay, and I don't know if the side matters. Actually, no, it definitely matters. I don't know which side is which, but we need to do a side load somewhere. Yeah, so originally, the reason why this is such a mess, I completely forgot about the train because I had accidentally deleted it in one of the stages when I built science. But yeah, there was supposed to be, I was not supposed to build science here, but I just the train completely slipped my mind when I set it up, which was no bueno. Okay, if we're lucky, things are on the correct side here and everything's good. If we're unlucky, this doesn't work at all. Let's see. Maybe we will get lucky. That would be nice. So this needs to be on the left side. Now this does back up some Roboports, but actually it backs up like 40. But considering they don't output, I think it's fine. So bots need to be on the left side. Left, left, left. Huh. We're good. That's fantastic. Okay. And then this is now set to move chests. Chests are less than... Actually, we don't need that one anymore. Now this is set to chests are less than 10. Sure. We'll bring a couple extra in case I change the blueprint. And then the logic changes at a later stage, but that's fine. And then this one is in the bots section, which is here. Which is... Oh, right. This is the one where I was thinking of doing a... I think I'm doing a train stop. Yeah, okay. I still have to remember a train stop, but it's better than remembering a train stop and a chest. So I'll take that. Good night, Tice. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'll probably be wrapping up soon. I have to go in a few minutes anyway. Or I have somewhere to be in a few minutes. I think we'll finish this train and then we'll double check to make sure we didn't in fact miss something. And then this is greater than 6. I can go there. Yeah, I guess I wish it was that simple. Just check to make sure we didn't miss anything anywhere. Exactly. Then you don't make mistakes. My biggest concern is that we're going to paste these blueprints and there's going to be some issues with the staged mod because there's a lot of belts that are flipped in ways that aren't possible to flip them, or they're not supposed to be possible. It's not supposed to be possible to flip them, but there is like a certain way you can rotate stuff that breaks undergrounds, but you can't fix it once you do it with the staged mod. I have not figured out how to reproduce it, but sometimes I flip undergrounds, but I can't flip them back on the later stages. So it's not showing a conflict until you try to flip it. It's really weird. So like I'll have a belt that's backwards, which conflicts with earlier stages. And it's not throwing errors until I try to flip it, then it throws errors. So I'm hoping that when I rebuild stages, they'll kind of fix themselves, because they'll realize they can't actually place them like that. But I don't know. Well, that part's, at least that part's not awful. If things are flipped the wrong way, obviously things will stall, but that is something that can be fixed remotely. If you cannot fit belts, flip tables instead. That's how it makes me feel. It's pretty accurate. Okay, so I think that's all right. And then, because this is an important train, we're gonna set logic to it now. Actually, wait, we need to get the other name, which should be here. We copy this. We go back to the stage 2.4. The only reason we're keeping this here is so that way we can add a station. Mining outpost building. Awesome. And then we can delete it. And now it has the logic for us. So I don't think there's any way to just copy these. Also, these need to be and. Imagine if I hit left that. Okay, so this will be item count. So we have two ways we can do this. Someone suggested this, which is a little bit more tedious to set up, but it also means that the train can leave as soon as coal is empty, which is nice. That does give me about 30 more seconds of filling time. So that way we do have a higher potential build speed for the outposts of about 10% faster. So that's should could not, I won't say should. Should shave off or should save. I wasn't sure which one I was trying to say, so they both kind of came out. But it should save about 10 minutes. Or should shave off about 10 minutes from the building, whichever tongue twister you want to go with. Exactly, English. English is hard. It's the only language I know, and it's hard. Although it's more, my lips are incredibly chapped right now. I notice whenever my lips get chapped, I can't really talk, because I can't really, like, make those sounds when your lips are stuck to your teeth. I don't know if that's really a good description for it, but I could get chapstick, but honestly, since we're wrapping up in like a couple minutes, I don't want to. I can't justify going up and just grabbing some. Okay, I think honestly this wasn't too bad, considering I've spent like 100 hours, 200 hours designing this. I feel like I should not have cared that I had to spend 1 minute making all of these and conditions. Okay, now it leaves as all of those are empty. Cool, we'll definitely have to stress test this multiple times. You only know bad English, as in band? I don't know bad English. I am bad English. What did they... Bad English songs. Oh! Okay. I know their song. I never knew their name. But yeah, they have a lot of songs I'm familiar with. There's definitely a lot of songs. I'm really bad at song titles and artists, though, admittedly. Okay, let's save this on a different one. And then I was saying I wanted to get a blueprint of this, which I think is fair. Let's do that. Because there are some things that the stage mod doesn't like, and trains are one of them. Trains are definitely one of them. Okay, so if we paste this on like a different section, let's test this. If I were to paste this here, it doesn't have anywhere to go, but then I paste this here. Is that rotated wrong? Okay, then it does work. Cool. And then it's ready to leave immediately because it's empty. Cool. We forgot something critical, I think. Read train contents. And then read train contents on this one as well. Oh, this one's already good. Okay, cool. What does that mean? Oh, read if train is stopped. Okay. And then this one's never disabled. Awesome. Okay, I want to test this outpost real quick because I did slightly change it. I want to make sure I am in fact increasing the amount of iron resources that is moving here. So I think if we just give them an infinity chest over here, we don't have enough chests in our train. Because some of them are infinity chests. I mean, we're not that far off, but it is something that I need to fix. Also, is this producing fast enough? Hold up. This takes 8 iron. It can produce 1 chest every about 10 seconds if it gets enough iron. Okay, yeah, it's more than enough. It takes 2 minutes to produce. We can speed it up if we need, but honestly, I think we're good. Yeah, that's the least of my concern. But yeah, this is supposed to be 12. Let's do 1 extra. Let's do 15. And then this greater than 12. Yeah, we we had infinity chests on the other half. Completely missed that. Okay, trains, new content. Wait, that's not right. Okay, that should be better then. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. Yep, has the new number. Okay, that's all we were missing. All right, pasting from blueprint and may cause issues. I don't really know what issues, but that is a warning. Okay, so we wanted to make sure that this was in fact working. So to do that, actually, how do we do that? We don't really have a good way to void. I really want to make sure I didn't break any of the fueling lines, and look at that, we did. And then these ones are good. Okay, that one wasn't the stage one. That one was on me. This is only placed on this stage, so that rotation was me pumping space. And then this is the new design with a chain signal in a better spot. Awesome. Okay, now moment of truth. I guess moment of truth isn't really the right word. I want to just kind of void. I just kind of want to void this. So I think the easiest way to do that is here. Actually, before we do that, let's make a save. Because we're just doing some tests real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. Are you perchance an engineer of sorts? Is this because my designs are so fantastic? You realize this has to be someone. This person has to be skilled in engineering, because I think. No, I definitely appreciate that compliment. Yeah, that. I don't think I can. I don't think I can live that lie of pretending this base is not a mess. Although it does work surprisingly well. For what it is. A burner base. It's really not bad. Yeah, I like these weird spots to avoid it. Why don't I just do this? Forgot, we're doing permanent damage anyway. We're really just testing. We're really just testing this. Just interested because of super complicated designs. Yeah, I do have engineering. Or did some. But this design wasn't me. Most of the main design stuff was. This one was someone else. Well, half someone else, I guess. They did the circular, the looping part. Yo, what's up, Frab?
Tacos every day.
Yo,
Tacos
tacos
every
every
day.
day. Oh. This isn't working. Do I have too many inserters? Not inserter, mining productivity. No, I do. You're not even a technician, you have to fix engineer screw-ups? Yep, that sounds about right. Okay, I think it's just because the belt was more backed up than it reasonably could be. Oh, wait, I know. I know it's wrong. Since we're just voiding stuff, I'm just going to do this. The issue is that I actually drop it down to red belt halfway. And the reason that's a problem is because when I'm doing a void like this, it's never losing. It's never losing speed. So yeah, if we just upgrade all of these, I think we have to upgrade the loader as well. But yeah, we had half the rate that we should have. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't realize there were gaps there that I could place on. I mean, it's not a huge deal. It was just confusing. Are you actually designing this? It is for a speed run that I'll be doing and probably submitting to the 100%, the normal 100% leaderboard. Yes, the goal is to do it in one stream. Although I will be doing half of the run with a controller, so it's not going to be a competitive design. But it's just a fun project, and I thought doing it in like it'll take probably about 12 hours is my estimate, unless bots are just way slower than I'm picturing. But I think we have enough wiggle room that 12 hours is feasible. 16, if we don't get 16, that would be wild. Something would have to be really, really, really broken for that, I think. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so these aren't all running, but they're just supplemental fuel, so I think that's okay. Or is this built wrong? I guess... No, I knew these wouldn't all be running. So is GotLab doable? Yeah, GotLab's doable. If you just focus on GotLab, you can get GotLab pretty fast. Obviously, we're not getting GotLab with bots. We'll barely have like green science up before we get GotLab, but it is very doable. I think we could get it in probably about like 80 minutes. We could get it faster, but 80 minutes is kind of the goal. Because if you go too fast, then you're just not building the base. So, but if I really wanted to, you could probably do it in like 45 minutes. GotLab percent isn't the most comparable because we have Lazy Bastard, so you have to add like 15 minutes to that as your estimate, plus just random seed. Which is why I think 45 would be doable if I wanted to just rush it. But they're really not comparable in any way. Not enough to be like, oh yeah, if you can do GotLab in 20 minutes, you can do this. Will this have Lazy Bastard as well? Yeah, that's one of the achievements. We have to do Lazy Bastard, GotLab, do it in under 8 hours for the launch. But yeah, realistically, we could probably aim for like an hour. Maybe with practice. I don't think it would be that viable to get that much lower than it without sacrificing any base production, any like actual base building. Okay, so this does seem good. Is this our only copper production? How are you going to do Lazy Bastard with burners? I mean, how is that much of a problem? Like, it's annoying, but it only really adds like 15, 20 minutes probably to the beginning. It adds a lot more throughout the run. But you've also got to consider that I don't have that many entities I need. So while I don't have, while I am using burner inserters and doing lazy bastard, I don't need 3 different types of inserters. I barely need red belt. I don't need mining drills. I barely need power. There's a lot of things that you would have to handcraft that I really just don't have to make because burner inserters are so bad. So it's in some ways nicer. In every other way, it's worse and more painful, and that is accurate. But yeah, it's not as bad as you'd think. I don't think it's going to be as bad as you'd think. Um, but yeah, realistically, this should back up about 3 of them. But this is once I have all the mining productivities. It would be better if I copied this to a new world, wouldn't it? It would be. Test. Okay. Restart. Yeah, we just need to get an idea of how much this can actually produce. Because the idea is that if I can... And I also want to test it on a real patch. To make sure that we can actually get a patch that's this large realistically. How do you disable it? Yeah, I mean, you don't have to unbind it, but it, removes a lot of the compulsion. But yeah, you can just unbind it from the menu before the run. And then once you get the launch, sometimes you can rebind it. Another option is to have it set to a really weird hotkey that's not that easy to press. Oh, that wasn't a 100% style settings. Yeah, unbinding it, some just dealing with it. You can also just rebind it to a weird key. That's a viable option, but if you ever build the muscle memory of pressing that weird key, it kind of defeats the purpose and you go back to it, so then, that's not great. Okay, train. We're just going to turn everything off because those don't matter for this test. I can also, we finished this, so we can remove that from the screen. Yeah, this map doesn't need to be fantastic. We really just need... an okay patch. Okay, I called it test. How many do I have named test? Okay, so yeah, these are like really small patches. So I would probably skip over these, but like this is viable, right? So because I added the extra drills, I could use this patch. And I still have 320 drills. So that's good. As long as I have like 320, we're okay. I am definitely pushing it with how much I expect to get from all these outposts. But yeah, this is all right. Okay. I think the sizing is decent. Gosh, these are a lot farther away. Well, honestly, they're not too bad, are they? It feels far away. It's only 400 tiles. Considering how fast the train moves, that's probably okay. I mean, there's a reason we're using trains. And we also only need 5 of them. I like this. Just turn off uranium. Yeah, it's fun. Okay, let's see. So that's 320. That's 330. Why didn't I just not copy it here? It feels far, but base is always bigger than you think. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, as soon as I said that, I realized that the base for this run is pretty large. Because my base itself is like this large. If I can't afford to place something the length of my base away, I think... I feel like I couldn't afford my base itself. Also, by the time we get to the really far patches, we will have exoskeletons. I think we actually have exoskeletons the whole time, which also helps a lot. But yeah, this is viable. We could have actually made our outposts a little bit larger. I'm still considering... Can you paste it in a natural environment? What do you mean? Oh, can I paste the base? I don't actually have a blueprint of my base. I don't think. Oh, we have an old one. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it would be like here. So yeah, that literally is like perfect. It is the distance of our base away. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. Awesome. Okay, now for the other test I had to do. Making sure that they can actually support that. So this requires us to spawn some stuff. Oops. There we go. If only we could get a patch like that. Okay, now the moment of truth. I want to just see how fast this can actually run. So we need mining productivity. I only want mining productivity 3 right now. Okay, the start time's not too bad. And they will start without everything being fully started. Oh wait, this might just not be hooked up at all. Oh, that's just not hooked up at all. I don't know how. Is it a problem with the blueprint? I might have cut it when I was doing my testing. I don't think it's actually broken. It might be. Huh. I'll check first. Okay, so if I look at iron per minute production, 6,600 per minute, which is 110 per second. That tracks. Hook on good side. Yeah, there's just no... I don't need balance fuel right now. If I change this now, it won't do anything. So it's just not... we'll fix it in the old base. We'll fix it in the actual base. This isn't a blueprint that I can use. It's completely destroyed for testing purposes. Okay, so this is with mining productivity 3. We're getting 110. And that's if we can get all of them, though. But that's pretty good. And now if we get mining productivities 1, then it will start giving us enough iron to run our research full speed. Now we're looking at pretty much a full 4 belts. Pretty close to a full 4 belts. Okay, yeah, we should be good. I think there's enough wiggle room now with these extra that will be okay. And we also designed most of our base is designed around using 3.5 belts of ore, not 4. Because we were aware that we can't consistently produce 4 belts from a single patch because burner inserters are garbage. We were well aware of this fact. Okay, so let's see if it was broken in the original. Hook on the good side to have balanced fuel. What does good side mean? I don't know what that means. Why is my mic picking up? That was weird. Is there like static or something? Okay. So it was broken here. So I should grab here. So both trains feel the same number of drills. Yeah, okay, so it would be on this side. Okay, so that's all I'm missing, I think. Huh, okay. Yeah, that should be straightforward enough. I wonder if I accidentally copied it wrong, because that's the only one that was missed. I was messing with stuff. I wonder if I shifted it. Because I swear it was working in testing before. I don't know what changed. But either way, I'm happy. I'm pretty happy with this outpost. Now that we have the size expansion, very viable. If we're desperate for resources and things just aren't going great, we can spend like half an hour connecting weird patches nearby if we really want to and get a little bit of extra copper. It would be annoying to set up, but it is something we could do. It's an option. And then I think we've double checked that this is more than enough, right? This is 9 times 1.1. That moves 9.5 from each. Yeah, that's more than enough. Oh, look, I say more than enough. It's barely enough. It's like bare minimum. These are just moving enough, but hey, that's enough. That's what matters. I don't know. I might go back up to 11 inserters. We'll see. But that's it for me today. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for the raid. Let's see. We'll be back tomorrow with more burner designing. Hopefully we can go. What is that? Why is that a to-do list? Why did I write that? Anyway. Hopefully we can knock off some of the smaller to-do list options, because I think this was the last like complicated train thing we needed to do. The last thing is filling train, and that doesn't have a specific amount of stuff we need, so that really shouldn't be difficult. Maybe we can actually, I guess this isn't fully hooked up. We could fully hook this one up. But that's it for me today. Hope y'all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.